Welcome back, everyone. Well, these next guests, this remarkable group of women and pup, are changing the lives of puppy mill dogs across the country. Meet Linda and Tara and their sweet golden Katie. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Well, I love that we're talking about this, but before we get into that, let's talk first to Linda about your book. It's called A Fortune of Gold. Linda, tell me about this book and why it sheds light on the major horrors of puppy mills.
Well, Katie is a rescue dog from the Golden Retriever Rescue of the Rockies, and she was rescued from an unethical breeder, a mill dog, and she came to me after breeding for 7 years. She had many traumas during her early years, and she had to learn to be a dog, be rehabilitated, and I think enjoyed that way too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, well, she is absolutely beautiful. How long have you had Katie?
7 years, or 7 years, three years.
Okay.
She was age 7 when I got her, and she has rehabilitated to the point where she's a rascal at times.
Oh.
She's not as fearful. She likes people. She was very distrusting initially.
Yeah.
Fearful of any kind of household noises because she had never been exposed to them. So at this point in time, she's enjoying a doggy life.
I'm sure she is, and I just love her, and I love Goldens, period, but she just looks so happy. So what was that process like for you, Linda, when you first brought her home? And tell me about the changes, the positive changes you've seen along the way in her.
Well, number one, she came to me quite obese. She was 100 pounds, so she dropped 28 pounds with exercise and diet. And it's mostly her temperament. Now she's quite happy, quite just happy to have a home, happy to have a companion, and loves the things that dogs would love.
Yes.
Like I said, being rascally, stealing food, greeting other dogs and other people.
Yeah.
Now she's liking to do that. Prior to her home life, she was not able to do that without a lot of fear.
Oh, well, it's so good to see that she's had those positive changes, and she's such a friendly dog. Tara, I want to ask you, as far as us as a community, what can we do to help this problem?
Yeah, it's really about the first step is awareness and education. So I adopted my first golden retriever from the Golden Retriever Rescue of the Rockies, and she was a puppy mill mom 10 years ago. And at that time, I wasn't aware of commercial breeding. So Linda's book really brings to light what commercial breeding is about and the struggles that they go through. We think of dogs every day as these fun, loving, outgoing, boisterous beings, and really when you're dealing with a former breeder dog, you're dealing with a lot of trauma, and they don't have the life that an everyday dog has. And so I think this book is so inspirational because it walks you through a dog coming out of that lifestyle into really being an everyday pup.
And that is something that is really important here, because you do highlight this in your book, which is called A Fortune of Gold, but you went through the experience, which I think is also another big plus as to why we should read this. So let's talk about the book. Where can people find it?
You can find it easily on my website. You can go to Amazon. It's available there. And I think everyone would want to read her story. She's the author of the book, really. I'm the pastel artist in the book. I'm actually a full-time pastel artist for Golden Retrievers. And so I found a way to reach people, other dog lovers, that would be colorful and positive.
Well, it's certainly looking forward to reading it. And Linda, would you say that it is definitely possible to see that change in puppy mill dogs?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. There's changes happening with this. And I think if we continue on that road, it's just going to get better and better for them, just like it did for her.
Yeah. I can see that. She's such a lovable dog. Tara, what would you say to that question as far as bringing in a puppy mill dog and seeing just that change?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a puppy mill rescue right now. Her name is Alice. I've had her for 2 years, and every day you see something just significantly different, whether it be she actually wants a treat from you or she wants you to love on her, and it's unbelievably rewarding as as a dog mom.
I think it is fabulous. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes.
Linda, I want to give everyone some info on how to get your book. Okay, everyone, it's super simple. You can go online to get your copy of A Fortune of Gold at afortuneofgold.com. And remember, change is possible for puppy mill dogs.